Another reply. Hard drive's made a couple more videos. He's piling on some really marvelous evidence. I mean, I can't even start writing my letter because he keeps providing such clear evidence. I don't even have to go through all the other evidence to provide the evidence because he gets even better evidence he's producing. So, I should probably just, keep provoking him to produce more evidence so it gets so crystal clear that, I won't even have to make an argument. I'll just say, well, go to that last video. I mean, really, enough of it's right there, Well, anyway, it's okay. One of his comments, now he's really recontextualized his video, his gun video, and he was pointing out how it was for home protection. You see, when he was advocating the revolution and talking about this protects my rights, but he was talking about home protection. So that's his new, and it's multi-purpose actually. You see, it's for hunting, hunting squirrels and presidents. It just kind of depends on what's available at the time, squirrel or president. So anyway, then again with the frivolous lawsuit, he just keeps letting this word fall out of his mouth. You see, frivolous is a legal term. It actually has a definition and a meaning, and you got to really be a little bit careful about throwing that word around recklessly. See, it's just you can say unviable lawsuits. You could say that maybe, but frivolous is a legal term, and it means something, has a definition. And you gotta be a little bit careful about that one. So then he had this whole explanation about, I didn't quite understand his, whatever his showing of the YouTube page with the video. And yeah, it still goes right past, Apparently, it's my obligation to doctor everything on the internet, to cancel out this and cancel out that. And, it's my responsibility to make sure the internet is cleansed of personal information. But as a practical matter, we all know that people can't do that. If you own a home, I don't do it, but if you do own a home, your name, address, it's going to be all in there. It's your property taxes. In most counties, it is public information, and it is available online. And anyway, if you own and people know this, people own websites. If you've been in the Whois database for any kind of period of time, and you've been on the internet arguing with somebody, there's always assholes who've posted your information out there. They go to the Whois database, get your information, post it somewhere. And so even if I paid the extra money to get my name removed from my domain name registrations, all of them, which would be out, it's quite a bit of money. I have at least, 20 domains or something like that. So that would, I should incur expenses. And then even if I did it, it wouldn't matter. It would take them forever. Number one, the Whois database is updated every 453 years. But even if it actually did finally cleanse out of that database, it doesn't matter. There's all these old pages out there that have my name and address on them and phone number because of other malicious fuckballs who decided to republish that information. And yeah, I could go through it, trying to get them all taken down and all that crap. But yeah, just forget it. It's too much fucking work, and it's just impractical. And then if I file legal papers, I don't like altering them because they're legal papers. And so I want people to see them, see how they're formatted, see how they're put together. And and so on some of those, my name and address is on some legal papers available online. But nobody here has any right to point to them, to link to them. And I don't even think they have a right to talk about them unless I engage or provide some reason for them to talk about them. I have to initiate that. They can't do it. That's what the terms of service are basically saying. And, people of common sense know this, that you just can't play this game on the internet. You have to deal with with the stuff that comes out. He called me a character, your YouTube character or whatever he said, and that he can slander that character all he wants. But see, that's the whole point. He didn't allow me to be a YouTube character. He made it personal. GM, he started with the whole thing of making it personal. And it's just obvious, it's blatant, anyway, I'm not going to go through the whole internet and try to cleanse my name off everything. Forget it. I got better things to do with the next 10 years than to try to accomplish that feat. And it's not my responsibility, it's other people's responsibility not to play with the information and not to make it more easily accessed. It's just not. It's not what you're supposed to be doing, and especially on YouTube, you're not supposed to be doing it. All right, and so then he talks about Lionel Hutz at the mall. I don't know what the fuck that is. No, I don't know. I have no idea. And some bogus address, I don't know what that's about. Who the hell knows? Who cares? You know, whatever. I think he compares me to Brett Keane, who, you know, incidentally was a dock dropper. That's what he got banned for. He, you know, pretty stupid there, hard drive. So, what else? Don't know shit about you. Well, I don't want to know shit about you. That's exactly right. Who the hell would want to know shit about you? So they went on this whole other rant about how you're all different people, and first offenses and second offenses. Now, look, hard drive. The fake Sagan video was published on the Amazing Atheist channel. It's still there, and that's another point that I'd like to bring up. Is I went to look for the old Amazing Atheist videos, you know, where he was pretty aggressive in his go fuck 'em, go attack 'em kind of rhetoric, and he's taken those videos down. And I don't know when he did that. You know, maybe he did it a month ago because he became friends with those people. But this is what I'm talking about. You know, all of a sudden, this whole idea of deleting content is, I don't like it. I don't like people playing games with the truth. I mean, all those comments disappear, everything just disappears. You know, you really shouldn't get away with that. And hopefully YouTube retains a copy of everything. And, you know, if need be, you know, yeah, I mean, I'll have a right to that. And we'll see. So, what else? I guess there's not much else to say. I mean, he did swear to his big toe. I mean, I did give him other options, you know, besides swearing to his big toe. I mean, he could have sworn to something he did care about to make it a little bit more meaningful, but a swear is a swear, so he swore to his big toe that he doesn't know who dropped the documents. Like I said, I mean, it's kind of a convenient cop-out. I mean, you know, who wouldn't, you know, big toe, who, you really don't need it. But whatever. I mean, there's just no getting anywhere here. But like I said, I guess I'll just keep making reply videos, you know, just because it does seem to be stimulating him to provide more evidence. And so he did, in this last video, he clearly pointed out that he did see the name and address. He deleted it once, but when it came back again, he decided he had no obligation to do anything about it because he didn't like me. That was his rationale. Because he didn't like me, and he says it doesn't violate any principle. So if you like somebody, you will do the logical, responsible thing. You don't like them, you don't do the logical, responsible thing. And that'll be YouTube's decision to make. They'll have to decide whether that is how they want people to make their judgments, based on whether they like somebody or not. That's going to be whether or not people are going to be conscientious. It'll be all about whether they like somebody or not. And, well, like I said, we'll see. And the whole irony of these things, you know, it's like, you know, somebody could drop trow, so to speak, you know, on camera. They could submit that video, and I bet that video will be dead, you know, in a matter of minutes. It disappears, right? But they can drop your fucking name, address, and phone number, and it's 24 hours. You know, YouTube's going to have a problem because of that. So they're going to have to respect what I'm talking about. They're going to have to listen to me pretty carefully, and they're going to have to make their decision. And I'm not threatening them with a lawsuit. I'm just stating. I mean, if I don't get any resolution, then I have to go to the courts because these people are slandering me. I mean, YouTube, it's not their job to enforce slander laws. So they have to enforce what they can enforce, their own terms of service policy. That's their responsibility. That's their business. And but if they don't give me any satisfaction, you know, if there's no penalty for what has taken place, well, then obviously I'm going to have to go out and find my own. I'm going to have to get my own justice. And so, yeah, I'll go to a federal court, and if the rest of you want to laugh at that, and it's funny, and ha 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 ha, it's not funny. It's serious. Serious accusations have been made, and a judge will make a decision. I don't think it would be a jury trial under these circumstances, but who knows? So, you know, whatever. But it's just, and you know, nothing happens. I mean, you know, at minimum, I've got all this treasure. You know, I've got these last videos that he made are just so stupid. I mean, I could just spend a year, you know, analyzing the preposterousness of it all. You know, he's even laughing like fake Sagan now. I mean, it's just so funny.